What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for SoFi Technologies with the ticker symbol SOFI. And we'll first go over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So it's been a while since I looked at SoFi. I think it was back over here sometime middle of last month. So it looks like SoFi gapped down, and then ever since then it just continued rally higher. So what is the reason for that? Let's go find it on the chart. So you can see that prices were in the formation of a measured move. So this was one leg down. This was the second leg down. The bears failed to reach their target at the $4 level because of this ranging pattern that SoFi was stuck inside of. So there was obvious resistance at the $8 level because that's where we're getting the most touches, so it's an obvious level. The lows aren't that obvious, but we can still move it to the all-time lows because there is some support there. So the price was very close to the all-time lows, and ever since price got back above this EMA, that was a short trap, and you can see that's when the aggressive buying accelerated once prices got back above this EMA. So that was an indicator that the bears failed to reach their target, and we could be reversing because we were very close to the all-time lows, the lows of this range, and prices go from the lows to the highs, highs to lows inside of a range. So let me go and use the line tool to show you guys what the bears tried to reach, the measure move target. So this was one impulse down. After the impulse, there was a correction up, and then there was two attempts to reach this measure move target. So this was the first attempt, and then there was a correction up, and this was the second attempt right over here that stalled at the mid $4 level. So there was like a double bottom there. Let me go and erase the drawing. So you see that prices, the shorts were unable to pass the previous low point, got back above the EMA, trapped in shorts, and rallied higher. So this was a nice rally, broke out the $8 level, practically reached the low $10 level, and right now we're pulling back. So this could be a failed breakout. Most breakouts will fail, at least temporarily, meaning we're just pulling back to the $8 level. So right now prices are pulling back to the $8 level. Depending on the type of pullback, it'll let me know if we're going to succeed and go higher, or we're going to completely collapse and fall down. So if you see something like this, there's a good chance price will probably go higher because the two legs down, because the sellers will try two attempts to get back inside this range. So if those two attempts stall right here, we could see higher prices. Now, if we just see a large drop down from the first attempt, then obviously the second attempt is going to be even worse. If we see something like this, then we might just, fall way back down. So right now it's looking like that because there was a similar pattern in the past. Whenever price gets overextended, something like right over here, where we get overextended and we start collapsing. So we could see that right now, but depending on the type of pullback it is, will let me know if we're going to stay above this $8 level because it was prior resistance. It could turn into support. So the key word is could. It all depends on the type of pullback that we are about to see. So right now it's looking like it's going to be the more severe one, meaning like the larger one. But if it's not, then we could probably still reach the $11 level, 1168, because that is a measure move target of a range breakout. So if it's successful, a lot of times the range will double itself. So this was the prior range. If it doubles itself, price should reach the, let me see, I think the level is right here. Yeah, right around the 1168 level. So there's still upside potential for SoFi, because this is the first break of this orange channel. The first breaks usually doesn't just fall back down. Usually we go back up to retest the prior high in the form of two legs or two attempts. So if we see the sellers try their two attempts to break down this level and fail, the bulls still have two attempts to come back up to this high point. So it all depends on what the market participants and how strong they are. So right now we're seeing the sellers drop the price. If it stalls out at the $8 level, there's a good chance we go up higher. If it doesn't, it's probably going to go lower. So that's all I have for SoFi on the daily chart. Now let's take a look at the weekly chart to wrap it all up. So weekly charts showing more or less of the same thing. You clearly see this level right here was the all-time lows. The initial IPO price just came back to retest it because it was prior support. Now it has turned into resistance. So there's resistance here, resistance here. What's good about this chart is that it looks like it's a rounding bottom pattern, meaning we have a downtrend. The downtrend is starting to get weaker and weaker, and now we're starting to see prices reverse. So it's kind of like a rounding bottom pattern. So there's a strong likelihood that prices may stop at that, or stall out at that $8 level for prices to move up higher. So if we see something like this, two legs down and it stalls out, we could probably see another impulse up. We'll have to wait and see. But as right now, um, the price is pulling back. It's probably going to come back to the $8 level because that was the breakout point. Depending on what we do there or what we don't do there, will let me know if we're going to go higher or lower. It's probably more likely price will go higher because of the price still inside of its channel, the downtrend looking to be played out. So it is likely, we find support and we go higher, but we don't know for sure, right? We could just dump right through that $8 level, and obviously that just analysis goes out the window then. So we don't know what's going to occur. We just got to go based on the reaction we get at these levels. So that's all I have for SoFi on the daily and weekly charts. Very impressive that it broke out the range. It looks pretty good. It might continue to break out depending on this pullback that is due, because the market does not move in straight lines. It moves in waves. So this is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time. The Vee Trades technical analysis course is now live. Learn to read the chart the right way to prevent costly mistakes. Click the link below to start training now.